We've all heard too much about this book, a book that I have told you and joked about in the past that I can't imagine too many people will be creeping down the stairs on Christmas morning, desperately hoping to be opening Maxine McHugh and her observations about what happened to Kevin Rudd back in 2010 and what excuses she had for being dumped from the Parliament by the people of Bennelong. As I said the other night, I stand by it. I believe that Maxine McHugh's political career is an error of history. But still, there is some sidebars to all of this that are worth talking about, including our old mate Kevin Rudd. Now, the former Prime Minister had apparently written a series of responses to Maxine McHugh, who was asking questions for his perspective to go into her book. You see, it's part explaining herself and part telling the truth about other people. It's also part whinge, I presume. However, these documents have been obtained by the Sunday newspapers. I don't know how they were obtained, but apparently the articles were. And it goes on and on about how everyone needed to be open and honest and everyone needs to declare their hand in this painful chapter in Australian politics. But Kev goes on to say at the very end of this here, I love this bit, he has, according to the article, he had apologised to the ALP for his failures as PM and has urged Labor MPs to put this whole chapter of political history behind us. So that was yesterday. Presumably it was written before yesterday for this book to be written up, to be edited, to be printed, to be sent off to all sorts of places, including bookstores, and could even be an e-book. So it's been, let's argue, weeks and weeks since Kevin Rudd decided to say, let's put the whole chapter of this ugly political history behind us. But then some people got interested. So let's see how Kevin Rudd's doing with that today. Is he still putting it behind us? He doesn't want to say anything else about it? I mean, he's given his definitive account, right? Have a look.
It's important that everybody associated with those events is just honest about what happened so that the party and the government can move on. This was a traumatic period for the country, for the Labor Party.
Oh, dear God. This is what Kevin Rudd doesn't understand. It's what his supporters don't understand. He will never, and I mean never, have the final say on the rights and wrongs of his destruction from the Prime Ministership. Whether Julia Gillard did or didn't plan it, did or didn't have a speech ready, all of these things are deeply fascinating to those of us that are political nerds. But until the Gillard government comes to an end, by her choice, by the independents' choice, or by the Australian people's choice, that is the final moment where we will know whether getting rid of Rudd was the right or the wrong thing to do. Till then, it is impossible to write the history book. And as for Kevin Rudd, how many times can he say, I think that should be the end of it, before he actually listens to what he's saying? Kevin, if you mean it's time for everyone to move on, you have to be the first. If you don't mean it, don't say it.